something a bit different today. You could fit a lot of washing on that beauty. This is the spot where the Star of Greece sank. Oh my god! I'll try that again. These were man-made back in the day. It's like a niche in a shower. Thumbs up to Port Willunga. Fantastic spot to visit. Ooh, I found them. And this is the Buddha goddess. Can you see her there? I really don't know where I'm going. I feel like I'm going backwards. Brace yourselves, it's me behind the wheel. Morning everyone. Well, something a bit different today. I've packed my bags, it's school holidays, and I'm heading down to the Fleurieu Peninsula where Mum and Dad are. So John's away up for work, so it's just me, and I'll show you for the next few days what you can see and do in the Fleurieu Peninsula. So let's hit the road. One thing we love when we go travelling is we love to look at the big things of Australia, and we've seen a small amount over the last couple of years, but definitely have a huge list to get through. And we're going to, or I'm going to, look at one big thing that is iconic in Australia. Should be able to get a sneak peek of this Australia big thing. Alright, this might not be the scenic place to visit, but it is home to one of the most iconic Aussie things that were ever built, the Hills Hoist. And this is one of the big things that you can see in Australia. This is the biggest Hills Hoist. Check it out. I'll come a bit closer. So I look like I'm coming into a factory, maybe trespassing, but the gates are open, you can come in, and holy moly, the Hills Hoist, that is huge. The hugest Hills Hoist. You could fit a lot of washing on that beauty. I'm standing right under it. Look at the handle. It's taller than me. Ooh. So there's my hand. I can't even reach the handle. Pretty cool. Willunga. I'm at Port Willunga beach, and this is the spot where the Star of Greece sank all those years ago. So it's only 200 metres offshore, unfortunately, in 1888. So somewhere out there is the wreck still, and apparently you can scuba dive and find it. At low tide you might be able to see a little bit, but probably best to scuba dive or go out there and go underwater if you're super keen to see a shipwreck. What a stunning beach. And there are a few people down. I'm here at 9:30 in the morning. Just behind me there is the Star of Greece cafe restaurant, which I've heard does magnificent food. So worth a visit and a look. There's already people in there at 9:30 probably having breakfast. So now I'm going to go down and check out the Port Willunga jetty and those caves that everyone hears about. So you can see just up there, that's where the Star of Greece cafe restaurant is. So what a spectacular view over those cliffs. There's already so many people here. Beautiful. So I'm just at the Port Willunga jetty ruins there. So the original jetty was built in 1858. Oh my God, I'll try that again. So I'm just at the jetty ruins here at Port Willunga. So in 1853 the original jetty was built, and then in 1868 they extended it because the tide goes out so much. So back then wheat and slate were the main products that were shipped in, and this was a real working port back in the day. Obviously not much of it left now, being ruined all those years, but yeah, there's a lot of history to this place. You have to be careful walking here because the sand is sinking. I've just got sneakers in, so you've got to kind of watch. It's stones, but you do sink in. But yeah, the pylons look magnificent. So really nice scenic view. And the beach is just stunning. Like, so clear. So even though this is a windy day, it is really a lovely place to visit. So these Port Willunga caves, these were man-made back in the day to keep boats and netting and anything for fishermen. So it's amazing that they carved out in here. I don't know if I can get up in here. So yeah, incredible that they were able to cave out. They've got little nooks. It's like a niche in a shower. So just a bit of a interesting feature down here at Port Willunga, and a bit of history as well. So definitely worth a check out. And look at that, a view of the pylons in the background. Can come walking out here a bit, so I'm just out climbing over the rocks, getting closer to those pylons. So I think the tide is going out. I'm not good at tides, but yeah, it's fun to walk out and have a look. Just amazing that after all these years, they must have built in very well the foundations and still have it here all those years ago. And again, history of the area. So thumbs up to Port Willunga, fantastic spot to visit. Now after doing some research, I know that there's the Harbour Master's Cottage, the ruins of that around here somewhere. So I believe it's up around there somewhere, and I do want to find it. I'm just trying to work out how to get there, whether it's walking along the beach or I can actually drive to get a bit closer. So I'm going to do some investigation and see how it goes. So let's see. Okay, so I thought I found a way down. So Google or Siri took me down this way, and then it tells you to turn left. I'm just doing a U-turn now. It tells you to turn left in someone's driveway. So don't listen to Google or Siri when trying to find these ruins. So I'm going to try and find another way. It looks like I might have to walk. So I'm going to go back the way I came, and there's another road that you can kind of go down. So I'm just going to trial and error, and we'll wait and see what happens. Alright, so I went back and then turned down the next main, or a road that actually public can access, and it's taken me down this cul-de-sac street here, and it looks like there's a walk, so I'll put it up on the map. I'm not too far from these ruins. I think it's called Linear Park Trail. So let's see. These ruins better be worth it. But it's always fun just to find these types of things. So yeah, I can see here, so I'll show you the track, and let's see where it leads. Ooh, I found them. They're just up this hill. So I feel like I'm on a bit of a treasure hunt, but I've actually found them. Oh, cool. There they are. Just propped up on the hill, so I'm just making up my own path here to get up. So let's check them out. So I was parked up there. There's a Star of Greece just up there with the white roof. So I can see below there is a boardwalk, so you could park up there. I'll zoom in. So where that white car is basically where I parked Cole. So you could walk there or come along. It was only 200 metre walk, if that, to the ruins. So these ruins were occupied from 1880 to 1966. So this was the master's cottage, and being such a busy port by the jetty where we were at Port Willunga, it's no wonder why they needed a master's cottage. So not much left of it now, but still a pretty cool piece of history to check out. And I don't think a lot of people kind of realised it was here. So worth a visit. I was about to leave and then I came out this end of the ruins. What a wicked balcony would this be? Look at that view. So here's your front porch, sitting out here, front of your house, front of your cottage, and you are overlooking great views. Fantastic. Ooh. So finished there. Now I'm heading to one more destination before I get to Victor Harbour. And this place is another big item, but one that is the only one in the southern hemisphere, which is pretty cool. And I know when we've driven along here, John and I, to head down to Victor Harbour through the coast, you can see it from a distance, and we've always been like, love to go down and have a look. Well, for me and for us, today is the day. We're going to check it out. Now, I got here and I'm very disappointed because it's closed. And I'm pretty sure I looked up to say on their website that it was going to open at 10, and it's now nearly 11 o'clock. So it is a Buddhist temple. I'm just going to try and do a Yui. And I will... There she is. Now she's a girl. She's a Buddhist goddess. Although there are people walking down there, so let's see. Maybe there must be a way. There's people down there. Again, I'm on a mission. Oh yes, there's cars more further down here. Ah, okay, don't be fooled by the big gates, because there's a little gate for people to walk. So, yay, false alarm, let's go check it out. Alright, so if you just at the main gates where you think you'd enter, you turn right and there's a gravel car park, and then there's a little entrance. Now this place it's taking a few years to develop, to be honest. Let's check it out. Now behind me in there is, I guess, the old version of the temple, and you're not allowed to have cameras in there, so I won't go in there. But we are about to walk around and check out the Buddha goddess. So you can see the construction still happening. As I said, it's been happening for a couple of years now, so look at those huge pillars and the goddess. So you can see that construction has definitely halted. I have to look it up why, probably council stuff, but gee, they have a glorious view of the ocean. I think that's Selleck's Beach behind us. And this is the Buddha goddess. Can you see her there? So she cost $1 million to ship over from China in shipping containers. But now, what a shame, because nothing's really eventuating with the temple. So I'll do a bit of research and find out. But still, the goddess is something to behold. So worth the check out. Siri, I don't know where she's taking me, but I'm trying to get to Victor Harbour, and now I've found this road, it's Reservoir Road, and I'm going over a reservoir, which is I've never done before. So quite scenic, very tight. You can see oh gosh, here we go. There's another car coming the other way. Only meant to go 20. So we're going to go very slow. But I really don't know where I'm going. I feel like I'm going backwards. But I must admit, it is a scenic drive. Victor Harbour is meant to be half an hour away. It feels like I'm on the other side of it, or I don't know where I am. Gee, this is tight. Oh. Wowzers. I'm just going to pull over here and plug in the map again. Okay, human error. That was my fault. I can't believe I'm getting lost from driving from southern Adelaide to Victor Harbour. How embarrassing. This is why I don't drive. I took the wrong turn. There was this funny little turn off to the left when I was heading on Main South Road. And there were so many cars, and I just kept going around to the right. And that's why Siri took me around back on Reservoir Road, which was a lovely drive, mind you, and if I could have another camera I would have shown the views. So it was worth for the scenic U-turn, but it set me back a bit of time. So now I'm back on the track. I'm cutting through, I think I get near Mount Compass, Victor Harbour Way, so I should be not too far away. Just a point though, I mean, normally when we drive from Adelaide, Victor Harbour, we go on the expressway and then you veer left and you go through Mount Compass and the hills. I must admit, going through along, so not doing the expressway, going along the southern beaches on Main South Road, you know, through Selleck's Beach and Aldinga and all that, and up through where we were, stunning views, like the cliffs, the beaches. Again, I wished I had was able to show you with my camera, But you know, for those who don't need to be anywhere in a hurry, and actually to be honest, there's probably less traffic because it's not as popular route to Victor as say the main one, with overtaking lanes and that. So great bypass to Victor. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Finally turned onto the main stretch of Victor Harbour. So turning left would have taken you to Mount Compass, which is a lovely little town, but we are turning right, so we're not too far away from Victor Harbour. A few detours, but as I said, that other drive, more coastal, is lovely, a lot more windier, but a lot more scenic. So if you've got the time and keen to have a look around the scenery, there's obviously places you can stop along the way, Maiponga and reservoirs, Hindmarsh waterfall or something like that. I wouldn't mind checking out. So there's lots of little pockets around there that you can have a look at. But anyway, nearly there. It's taken a bit longer, but the end is near. Into Victor Harbour now, which has had a lot of development over the last couple of years. You can see an Audi there, which never existed a year or so ago. We've got Bunnings on the right, further down. So there's a lot of development happening. You know, shopping complexes and things like that, which, I mean, you can argue that's good for the town, but some of the locals, my parents included, you know, more of that means more people, so it is what it is, I guess. But this entry into Victor Harbour never gets old. As you come up here and you hit the roundabout, so Bunnings is now on the right there, you see the ocean. Lovely day, 23 degrees, nearly there.